So we're at 523 Platte. Just got done pouring. This beast, dude, that sucked so bad. So last time I had a video in here, we were just setting bar. I've got all my replacement joists in here right now. New decking for this floor when we get done ripping it out. Just got done placing concrete. I have huge shelves in here that span the whole perimeter. There, in the keyway in there, and then a stem wall that comes in there. So there's two withes. Right, big forms. Right, I'm gonna have to put a structural lid over that entrance there, so that will come later. We've got a big pour in there. That's about a 36-inch wall, and then I split the withes with two pieces of bar. So the concrete's placed. How long did it take to place that, bro? How long did it take to place that? 2 hours?
Probably.
It's me and old boy right there. It's me and Scotty. Attack. Me and Scotty put all this shit in place, dude. Got it knocked out. So we walk around the back side of the house. I got one more footing that's in place so I can build up these walls. So did a lot of cribbing in order to get these big forms up and in place. Right here you can actually see how far the floor is out. If you look up there, see right there, there's about a 6-inch gap. My form is level, so it tapers off to like nothing. So that's how far this house is sunk. So I had to reset these forms level. So I'll put another case on over there in the corner once we get that set and get that fixed. But now it's really pronounced. If you can see my form, which is there. So you can see that the house sagged when you look at the joist right there, about 6 inches in this corner too, because that form is dead level. So you can see it sort of squeeze, and then over there it goes to like 0. So yeah, we had all this shoring and cribbing that had to go in place that was down here. Then I've got another footing that was set down in here that I set 3 bars in so that I can spike rebar into, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it up and tie it into that form up there and make this a concrete shelf here, here, and then on this wall here, which is just temped in place. But this was all a bitch to fix, to get tidied up and cleaned up. There's a lot of cussing and swearing to get this thing done, man. But at the end of the day, we're pretty solid. This is sort of trivial. When you look outside, you can see how compromised that old like rock foundation is. You can see like blue sky through it. There's just no structural integrity left in that thing, like at all whatsoever. It was just rubble rock stacked on top of itself. Yeah, I know. An interesting thing, right? So I found the old water service, which is this crank key, and then we got the new water service, which is this turnkey, right? So, and then I have another water service, which is right there too. So I have 3 water services that actually came in here. There's an old galvanized one. Looks like there's an old well-on crank system, and then there's this new updated with the remote wire, with the RWR remote wire on it. So it's kind of where we are. It's day 6 of getting after it. I don't think I've showed you the rest of the house, so I'll take you on a tour right here. So if you hadn't seen this house before, come in, got the spiral staircase. This used to have carpet on this radius wall. It was up here. You got this spiral staircase, and then literally none of these walls are load bearing. This hardwood floor is really interesting. It's cedar, so I thought that was really kind of cool. So everything's been gutted out and stripped out of it. All the lath and plaster is stripped out. this roof used to have like an enormous sag in it, but now that I got 2 layers of lath and plaster and 1 layer of 5/8 drywall on it, it actually is relaxed and it's taken the sag out of it, so I might actually keep it. But I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rip out every one of these interior walls that's in here and kind of take a look and see what this space looks like with no walls in it, and then I'll decide what my fit up's going to be. This was interesting, right? This was the old tub. There used to be a cast iron tub, but look how bad they notched that thing out, right? And then this wall in here is balloon framed, right? And these joists are actually set in properly. So yeah, if you look at this, there's a huge sag in this floor right here. So I'm going to end up having to wreck all of that hardwood over here. I'll have to create some sort of hard seam where I may put a wall. Then I'm going to have to replace all these joists and then raise them up to their new set height. And yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, this thing's gutted. I'm standing in the old kitchen. That was the old heat for the upstairs, which I'm keeping just so I can have heat in this place when we do construction over the winter. But yeah, this is the original footprint of the house. So that corner downstairs, that little nook that's in there, right there, is an old addition. So you can see these studs. Everything's just set on floor. So this was sort of an afterthought. It was in here. There is no structural in here because everything is off of these big ass collar ties that are up here. That's where all the weight is. All the weight's on these collar ties in here, and then on this corner that's bearing down on the plate. So the weight's there. It's trying to push out. This is keeping them from spreading. The ridge that's above it is keeping it on compression, and it's like sort of like in a balanced state. The roof is. It's actually really a cool old school roof. Yeah, that's a spiral staircase.